Welcome back, StockSmart investors. Now we'll be waiting for AMC to complete our squeeze. So, on the daily, we'll check this on the weekly. Okay. Looks like we're about to cross over zero. Okay. Excellent. So looks like we finally hit a bottom here. That's important. All right, so go over to your chart, and if you put a minus symbol in front of your ticker, it will flip the chart upside down. Okay? See how the low here is 72.62? There we go. All right. So now we can see it's almost about to cross above zero. All right. Now our zigzag trend sign, this one has a bunch of those, stocks on it. Let's see, BEKE. Okay. And it looks like this one is about to go for the run too. All right, and we're getting a signal to buy it here. All right. Okay. So we might have taken the symbols around this, dojis here. All right. There we go. The sign, this is a newer one I haven't seen before. CLSD, I think I wrote that one down a couple days ago. So it took a little while to explode. Okay, ENTX. Okay, I see what's going on here. Yeah, it's being traded. I see. All right, so let's see where our biggest net change is. Okay, looks like XPEV is having a run. It showed up on some of my lists, late last night. It came in, so I was queued up on XPEV very early. Okay. So after a downwards run, no signals, we start to get these arrows. And if we see a VWAP and then we start to get our arrows, then we know it's time to start building a position. Okay. That's the daily. Let's check this 4-hour here. All right. Looks like the 4-hour can give some slightly false VWAP signals. Of course, we see some false VWAP signals and false Darvis box signals, so we got to watch out. Yeah. But it seems like, maybe we would have wanted to start building a position on Telluride right here in the $2.80 range, $2.30 range. Okay. So it looks like those are today's Let's see what's on the other lists. Now on our Kapok Weekly, okay, XPEV, Lee, D-Dog showed up. Okay. So many of these are going off on the Kapok Weekly. I'm going to say if they're in the red, they're probably going down. That's a big cup. With a drastic handle. Okay. And charge point. Yeah. So I would be expecting this, and that looks just about the same too, but I expect charge point to start going back up. It's giving a signal that we could consider building a position somewhere in this area. So let's wait, and then you wait for your arrow here to get in. Seems to be that if we get an arrow without this line being equal to 1, then it's more of a consolidation range. And Lee Auto. There we go. Yeah, that one looks like it's going down too. They just had their bull run for the week. Okay. Now we're on the 5-minute chart. Let's check the 15 and 30-minute charts. Huh. A 30-minute chart. See, that got you in trouble. Okay. So we can see this big hike up is in anticipation for the cross above 0. So it's going to have to get pushed back down before they let it run again. And that's probably the typical pattern it will trade. Unless you're, trading, taking some very interesting signals. Switch this over here to a Renko bar real quick and see what we've got. It does look like it's going down. Okay. Up. And some things on the Vortex 4-way. Let's pull that up. Tesla at the very top of the Vortex 4-way. Now, I said Tesla would be making a move upwards. I think I said that on my live stream yesterday or the day before. I said it would be having a move because it was going to cross above 0 here. Yeah. So make sure you subscribe. That way you can get that accurate information. All right. Lots of stuff on here. Lots of the growth and recovery stocks. Looks like P10 made the list. All right. So let's go check out our market sentiment. A whole bunch of them. Let's try a smaller list. Nope, that one is working well too. All right. Let's see if we can pull it back anymore. Let's see what's on our pump and dump on the daily. Hoo-hoo, a bunch of things. Oh, look at that. Asante sana squash banana. Idra. How'd it do today? Okay. D-Dog. This is one that... No, I didn't want that. I want D-Dog. Data Dog. Alright. Okay, so yeah, big push up in anticipation of a move. So we can see we got a buy-in signal here, and it's been a clean run up ever since. A big Darvis explosion here, and we were told to buy in here on 517. Okay. But when we start to cross above zero, we always get this big pushback, if not even a further push before it actually takes off. But all of those are being pumped and dumped on the day. They're just running money into them. All right. And to look at moving scalpers with sentiment, things that we may want to scalp. These would have been good scalps. Okay. Things that have moved $6, $3, $2, $1. 77 cents. I mean, that's excellent movement when, as a scalper, you might only be looking for one clean move, or you might be looking for a 5-cent move, a 10-cent move, and those may be the moves that you're playing. So these look good. A lot of the typical ones that have been there here lately. All right. Let's check out our Arun bullish on the daily. That tends to be a pretty big list. And it's a lot of the same ones. And let's check out our Arun reversals on the daily. Okay. Looks like Apple's finally coming back down. We'll check the Arun on the weekly. Same deal. Very good. And where do I have it? I don't think the pop finder, but maybe. And we want runners. Runners on the daily, runners on the 4-hour. There we go. So these are some of the runners for you. Some of the ones that have taken moves. Looks like Clove, AMC, BBY, Datadog. They're all kind of... Many of them are showing similar stocks. I'm starting to wonder if it's the way that I design them. Sure it is. And many of these HA cult lists do not seem to work. They just never do. Even if you might get it working, when you build it, when you go to use it, it doesn't work. And so I've thought maybe I have to go and build a completely different strategy or study using the scan components, to build the triggers and then see how we can get something working. All right. So no bueno there. All right, let's check out our running or done list. And AEO. Okay. So we get American Eagle, and that's giving us a runner or done. And it looks like at this particular moment we are going to get that pushback. So look for that pushback before it crosses above 0 and then buy that dip. But I'm going to say that this is going to be a genuine run on your first pullback. Okay. And let's look for that pullback right in this area, because here we're using it as a support, and here it's being used as a resistance. La resistance. Okay. And let's get rid of that. Go away. And there we go. All right. There we go. We get a touch there and a touch there. And price starts climbing. It breaks up above this support. It breaks out, gets rejected. Looks like it's going to get squeezed into this area here and then pop on out. And judging by indicators, that looks like it will also be the case. Wow, stuff really is popping off today. It really, really is. Look at it go. All right. Now, this one says that we're looking for a bit of a pullback, which I said would happen. Okay, so first thing off, we're going to see that pullback. Then we'll see that price take off, okay? Let's go from a 5 tick. Let's change that to a 10 tick. And let's load up 20 days of data. Very good. So now we can see that more defined downtrend that's happening, okay? B-Fly and Sim is starting to squeeze right now. All right. Awesome. And these are slightly different stocks than... Oh, wow. O'Reilly really went climbing, didn't they? If you were in O'Reilly's, I mean, which people weren't going to go to the store to buy their parts, so yeah, that would make sense. FUV, QCOM, VET. Now, FUV, I mean, that's got to be a pump and dump. I mean, I like the little cars, but they're only going to be popular in other... They won't get popular in the United States. I mean, you might sell some of them there, but I don't think that, they'll be the main... Yeah. Like a scooter. Yeah, that's probably about all, the people that would buy them. People who are in, or close to town, little traveling. Not so much. But either way, we still can see that FUV had a very nice run, and that, whether, we want to buy the car or not, that's indifferent for, how the stock reacts and, trading with it, so. Okay. And VET has just hit the Ehlers ADX. Okay, so what we really do is when we find a stock that we're interested in, then we go back and we look and we type it up and we see when was it first appearing in our watch lists, at least our most prevalent ones. And we can go back through our emails and see that and collect that data. And we can start to use that data to make predictions. And that's a genuine prediction, not an educated guess, of what would possibly happen next. I've noticed with the Kapok, let's see here. Let's find a Kapok list. Yeah, Kapok weekly buy is true. Okay. So you get a buy signal on these when it's true on the Kapok. Oh, look at Genus. Look at them go. And yes, I do believe Genus is nothing more than a pumpy and a dumpy. But, as we can see, look what happened. Yeah, we got a big move today. This was just down, I think, in the 130s or something yesterday. Where was it? Maybe not. It wasn't too long ago that it was. As we can see, Genus made this run from 517, though. We got daily signal to buy Genus. Let's check out weekly. Now, as per weekly, we've been riding this support slowly up and up and up and up and up. This big spike, this must have been caused by all of this shorting. Okay. But we got that signal to buy back in here, 524 on the weekly chart. So on the daily chart, 517 right here. Weekly here. Okay, and then we wouldn't have followed the rest of our trend in until here. Looks like at $1.98, so we'd be losing money, but we are sitting on this nice little hammer, and as long as it holds this upward support heading to the $2.50 range, and with this very nice looking swoop up and HA Colt positive and the others, it looks like when AMC goes to have its run, Genus will have its run as well. So many stocks will be switching into the cyclical upwards direction. Okay. So these Kapok ones right here, Upworks, Tilray, I don't know that I trust Tilray. Those Bilzerians. I don't care nothing about it, but honestly, wouldn't that kind of be the people that you want working your stocks? I don't know. I guess it depends on, company imaging and branding and, what you really care about. Do you care that someone, involved with, SEC kerfuffles, is possibly puppeteering strings behind the scenes of your stock? Hey, man, park 250,000 shares in your account here just for today. You know what I'm saying? Sell them back to me tomorrow. Exactly. That's what we call a problem. Okay. So out here on the weekly, Tilray is giving weekly buy signals, and it is saying to start building a position within this consolidation, okay? Now, when Tilray starts to make a move, that's when I'll consider buying Tilray. All right. And it looks like they will head in their upwards cyclical direction very soon. All right, the RSI overbought Ligare. I have got to clean that one up. Ooh, very good. Now the Rune stupid buy signal. I say it's a stupid buy signal because it's just absolutely stupid, you know, how long it took me to figure it out. But learning the Arun is well worth it. And it doesn't even designate as that study anymore. I've changed it to another study. All right, so if we look here, we got Wish, AMC, and ENTX on the Momo LBR daily scan. So we can go down here and we'll check out that Momo LBR other scan. Let's see if we can find it. And let's go for the 4-hour scan. All right, so we got something a little bit different here, and their moves are a little different. Let's go and check out that Momo on the weekly. All right, so on the weekly, Trch was added to the list. Very good. All right, so now we can start to build a very nice list. Now let's check out where money is flowing, okay? So we're going to look for money flowing in and money flowing out. So these are the ones that have money flowing in. This is big money coming in on the 4-hour chart. Okay, this is more than $1 million, you know, retail. All right, let's look for money flowing in on the daily. And this list might be a lot bigger. Might not have anything at all. No money flow on the daily. Let's see if money's flowing out on the daily. FMCC and GMTX are losing money. They're losing millions. All right. Let's see, market forecast, market maker with a golden cross. And we might not find any of those such. SPCE. Okay. All right. And SPCE has had a lot of the same movement. So here's what we'll do. We see that Darvis explosion right there, and we know that it's going to tend to have a pullback. Let's see. And that looks valid. Very good. All right. So if we were to play these options, it looks like they were played out like this. Okay. You know, high upside, limited downside. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to notice that a lot of these, you know, patterns and whatnot, you know, and in the indicators, they look an awful lot like option strategy patterns. You know, so if you can notice, like, hey, that's a short straddle, or that's a, yeah, kind of looks like a this move or a that move. There we go. All right. So we've got our market forecast, and that's showing that, our market forecast watch list. That's showing quite a few stocks that are going off in the upwards direction. It looks like many of them, quite a few. And Doyu, look at Doyu joining the crowd. Okay, now they're only up a little bit, but from their low and their expected move, and from when we should have bought in on them, back on 525 on the daily, a lot of stocks, hit their low then. Okay. Now weekly, looks like we're trying to get up under. It's got to turn and come back up. So let's get this weekly reversal, show us a positive sign here, and we will jump in on Doyu. Okay. But it looks like we're about to have this big explosive move upwards, so be watching Doyu. And of course, I'm surprised Got You is not on the list either, but it should be. All right, and let's look up that Got You, and it looks exactly the same. Okay, except it did start to cross above zero, and look what happened when it did. Okay, and we started to get those signals to get in. All right. So we'll be looking for that. We've got our low, but when this finally does shoot off, I believe that it has the potential to get somewhere in the middle of here where this higher support is, okay? This higher support is way up here. This is the point of control, okay? And it is telling us to start building a position. So that being said, I still think Got You. Hopefully it doesn't get you, but look for this first pullback and then a run up. Okay. And yesterday I was taking part in trader webcasts by TD Ameritrade, so definitely go over and watch those. They're very, very informative. And there's a lot of really intelligent people in the conversations, so that's really important too. And some of them, one of them particularly you might recognize from out there into the world, but you may not. It depends on if you're good at putting things together, but there's typically a very large and well-informed YouTuber. They take part and can help answer any questions you might have. All right. I see why XPEV has been so important. Very good. So keep in mind with your Renko bars, we can see when there is buying and selling pressure. We can pull up special volume indicators and use those. All right, good stuff. Well, get out there, make some money, place some winning trades, and don't give any back to the market. That'd be horrible. One last look at AMC, and I will catch you in the next video. Some interesting consolidations right there, pre-market. All right, have a great day, everybody. Make sure you join the Discord, hit that subscribe, and if you found it useful, hit that like button too. Let me know you appreciate it. Thanks.